Hi, I'm Allison Kale,
And I'm Daphne Rich.
and we will be going through an activity analysis of rock climbing. Take it away, Daphne.
So I've been climbing for about 10 years and love climbing for the beautiful place that it has brought me, the deep connections with other people, and the unique physical, spiritual, and emotional challenges it offers. How about you, Allison?
Well, I've been climbing for about 8 years, and I love physically challenging myself and the social connections it's brought into my life.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
We define this activity of rock climbing as climbing a route using designated plastic holds on a manufactured climbing wall in a climbing gym, starting with putting on rock climbing shoes, then climbing the route and ending with completion of the route and jumping to the floor.
There are a lot of different types of climbing, but today we'll be talking about bouldering at a rock climbing gym. Bouldering is a form of rock climbing that is performed on smaller rock formations or shorter artificial rock walls without the use of ropes or harnesses.
To understand a bit of the culture of rock climbing, it's interesting to know that the first climbing gym in the US opened here in Seattle in 1984. But people have been climbing rocks for longer than we know. Climbing gyms have become increasingly popular, especially in towns and cities in the last 10 years. Adults and children visit climbing gyms to socialize, exercise, and sometimes train for indoor competitions and various outdoor climbing activities.
So the objects required for this activity are rock climbing shoes that fit well and are nice and snug. You want your shoes to fit a bit tight because when you climb, you'll put a lot of pressure into your toes. If your toes aren't at the front of your shoe, you won't have as much control or be able to feel the rocks as well. But you don't want them too tight. Also required are a rock climbing wall and padded floor.
Space demands. This activity in particular is done at a rock climbing gym. Generally, this is a public space where the individual doesn't have control over the environment. But typically, the environment at a rock climbing gym is a large repurposed warehouse area outfitted with various rock climbing surfaces. They usually are well lit and the floor is padded with thick mats.
Social demands. At the rock climbing gym, there are typically lots of other climbers around. There are certain social situations to be aware of. Like if someone is climbing a route that you want to climb, you have to wait your turn. If you are on a route and you see that others are waiting, it's good social etiquette to let others have a turn as well. Often, other people at the rock climbing gym might talk to you and there will be social interactions.
Important safety hazards to keep in mind are number one, be cautious when people are falling off. Sometimes falls are intentional, like when you get to the end of the route and jump off, but often they happen unexpectedly when you're trying a hard route or just playing around. A second safety concern is someone falling on top of you. To prevent this, don't walk underneath other people who are climbing. And number three, remove jewelry to avoid it getting caught and injuring you.
And now we will be giving you some step-by-step instructions. Step 1. Put on rock climbing shoes and fasten them.
Mine have Velcro. Some have laces.
Step 2. Pick a route that you want to climb depending on difficulty level and interest. Step 3. Look through the route, identifying each hold with the same color tape.
So we're doing white, 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 and then these down here. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one.
Step 4. Identify where the route starts and ends. They are labeled where you start and where you finish. Step 5. Stand under the start of the route. Step 6. Take a deep breath. Step 7. Grab start holds with hands. Step 8. Place feet on feet holds. Step 9. Look towards next hand and feet holds. Step 10. Grab next hand hold and reposition body. Step 11. Continue onwards, grasping handholds and placing feet on feet holds. Step 12. Grab the last hold. Step 13. Jump down to the mat. Don't forget to look at the ground first and make sure that the space is clear.
Now we will be going through some of the critical body functions required for rock climbing. So you're going to want to have some sensory function and perception, such as tactile, visual, and proprioception, to be able to see and feel the holds and understand where your body is in space. Also, you'll want some joint stability and range of motion to be able to move and stretch your limbs and hold your body weight as one climbs. Also, you want some bilateral integration to move both sides of the body, upper and lower extremities, together as you climb.
Okay, a couple performance skills we're highlighting are one, gripping, which is a motor skill used when grabbing the rocks holds, and also having the grip strength to hold on and continue on with the route. And a second performance skill is positioning self, which is another motor skill needed to understand body positioning and be able to get your body closer to holds and shift weight to enable progress up the wall.
Thank you, Daphne. So to conclude, a few last tips and reminders for when you go climbing at the rock gym with your friends. So number one, make sure to clip your fingernails and toenails before getting to the gym.
Remove jewelry and wear clothes that you can move easily in.
You'll want your climbing shoes to fit nice and snug but aren't painful.
And at the start of the route, begin with hands on the designated handholds.
And have
fun!